and welcome to the first episode of how to do some random thing that you need to know how to do. Cool, with your host, me, D.M. Wright. I support Red Nose Day, and if you wish to as well, the link is in the description. All of my works are at dmwproductionsoz.com, and so let's officially get into it then. With ties, this is a full tie, full Windsor. You get a half Windsor, which is easy to do, but it is much thinner. The half Windsor is much better for thinner ties. For a full, and works well with this sort of thickness and thicker. So we'll show you the easy way of doing a half Windsor, and then the full is pretty close to that after. So with it, you want to ensure that you've got the full line is underneath. You always want the line to be on the inside, not the outside. This is what you want to show to everybody to make it look pretty. You want the small dick and the long dick. The long dick goes on top. If I can get this right. So, long on top, short on the bottom. This guy does absolutely fuck all. All you're doing is this guy is wrapping around like a fucking boa constrictor. So, we're going to go wrap around this once, wrap around the whole thing, and then wrap around this guy and shove it through. That's the gist. So, making it nice and slow, we're just going to wrap around this first one, pull it through, keeping it nice and flat. Then, I can't do this while watching both parts. Wrap around the whole thing. Now you've got a nice front. And then wrapping it around again, the first one, pulling it through, and then this front knob bit, you're just going to shove it in. Ugh. It's much easier for me, specifically, to do a full Windsor. Less fidgety with this thicker tie. That's it. So you're just shoving it through that front bit. This guy then pulls down. That's it. That's your half Windsor. It always looks kind of angled, which is why it's good for thin ties. Nice and simple. It's shit for thick ties because it's always unsymmetrical, and you always get this kind of like floppy bit that hangs here because it doesn't wrap very well. However, it's nice and simple, easy to do. So, show you again, just in general, big dick over small dick, wrap around once, wrap around the whole thing, back to the first one and wrap around. Wrap around first. First. Wrap around the whole thing. Wrap around first, back over the top, and then in through that loop that you just made. Shove down, keeping the flat bit on top. Pull that a little bit, keep pulling on both edges until you get it up to the top. They come loose fairly easily, but that's what a half Windsor does. Cool. All right. So, full Windsor, easy. Big dick again on top, small dick on the bottom, like that. Now we go wrap around this one, wrap around this one, then wrap around both, and then wrap around this one. It's just one extra step. That's it, and it squares the whole thing up. So, wrap around that first one, pull it through, back around. This is where we then go round the back, and then shove it over and wrap around this one. This floppy collar is getting in the way. Wrap over the top to get around all of it. And then wrap around the first one again, over the top, and then in through that first, well, that loop that you just made. Even with a half-assed version that I just did with the collar getting in the way, it's still pretty symmetrical. So that gets rid of that floppy shit. You can't see it. Even if you do occasionally get that, it's going to be so far up the collar, it's not even noticeable. This shit, just tuck into that first section and then tie down. Nice and symmetrical, always straight. Let's do that again. So to get it out, because this guide doesn't actually do anything, it literally just slides out and that one just pulls. So let's get that collar fucking up again. Alright, big dick over small dick. Wrap around first, wrap around second, wrap around both, wrap around first again. 1 second, well, first, second, both, first. Cool. Show up, wrap around the first. Now I really fucked it. No, we're good. Can't do this looking elsewhere. Wrap around the second. Now I really fucked it. Alright, let's try this one again, because I'm not paying attention. Alright. First, round the back. Flop it over the top just to get out the way, and then tuck it in. Fuck off, collar. And then over the top. And then back in around the first one. Pull it out. Shove it in that loop you literally just made. Pretty simple. That's the theory. First, second, both, back to first. And then tighten up. If you get any of those weird bits, most of the time you won't even notice. Just straighten it up a little. Cool. Nice and simple. Alright, have a good one.